And then we have the mechanic, which is the next line down. The next line down is the category of the lead person, which is the assistant supervisor. And then there is the fourth category of supervisor. Those are our four categories. They were based directly on the old county matrix. The numbers before the sheriff's office and our department were given those substantial percentage bumps, the matrix went into effect before that happened. And so our, grade 10, grade 11, grade 12, and grade 13 corresponded to the exact dollar and cent of what our new lines go. That was their starting point. The regular county matrix has the three tiers of it. You get the front page, which is entry level. The second page is the intermediate. And then the third page is the grade, when you actually reach your grade. With ours, they're like $1.50 an hour, something each time you move up a page. And usually it's about a year and a half to 2 years from what I've pulled the other, departments that have used the matrix on how they move through that. Once you get through there, that's where you live without your longevity. There are no more bumps unless, there's a promotion or something. I don't know how the other departments work. For us, what we found was we had employees that were 30, 40-year employees. It was very common for that. They'd gone through years and years and years ago all of the longevities, and they had topped out. There was no place for them to go, and they were just stagnant. And so the feedback that we had gotten from our department was that there's really no movement. You are where you are, and you're not going to move any further.
After 25 years is what I think.
Before. And we had added, when we did ours, we added a longevity line for that. And then I think Jerry's office did the same when they did theirs. And so what we have is you have the categories, and then within those categories, there are 30-cent grade bumps, grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on.
So how do you
achieve a bump? So we have some strict criteria, and I actually have a sheet and I can send it to you. I don't have that with me, but the first criteria is considered kind of your training year. So you come on at your entry level. 99% of the time, you're going to achieve that bump at year one. It is, you have to get 30 points, and it's for
task
training, yes.
Okay.
So it's
it'd be my job
and so
to go through and make sure that they know how, and I'm not saying operate, the general knowledge of each and every piece of equipment. That way, because I may say, hey, I need you to go jump on this and move it over here. They got to know how to run this stuff, so we're not, we're not banging.
So you know what you're saying.
Yeah. So it's task trained on, all the equipment, anything that could be deemed unsafe. Welders, we task train them on welders. You got it. So.
And then from there, that's usually what takes place in year one. You get a 30-cent bump. From there, what happens is the point level goes down because you're going to get those task trainings, and we want you to be trained on all of those pieces of equipment, and we want to have something tangible in our training records that we have trained you on this piece of equipment, that we've given you this orientation and run you through the safety aspects, and all of that signed off on by the supervisor or the mechanic, the trainer, and then the employee. From then on out, it's 8 points to get to the next level. And the points are either educational classes, and they're not the Rhodes Scholar classes. We don't double dip you for that. It's any other training that's approved by the T2 trainers liaison in our office. And so it has to be something that's approved. It has to be something that applies to what you're doing. And 4 hours of training. Is it 4 hours of training equals a point? I apologize, I didn't have this in front of me. But we've got strict criteria, strict checklists for that, and we audit that every year to see if anybody's getting close. That's what we budget for. And also to encourage our employees to continue to grow for seat time. You get 1 point for every 100 hours of seat time on a piece of equipment. Now, that's for the first 100 hours. You don't just operate the one piece of equipment and every 100 hours you get a point. It's to encourage the employees to be multifaceted, to keep learning, to keep growing, to keep pushing. And so it takes a while to kind of get through there. And so while our jumps are little, if you were to look at the handout that Richard gave you when they did the wage movement not too long ago, it was of the county matrix that he's going into, and you'll see that depending on how many years they've been here or where they're at, if they've reached their grade or intermediate, some of their employees are making more than the equivalent of our employees, just because they're, when you go to grade, so you get it slower in our matrix and you get it faster in the other one. This one just allows you to see a path to continue to grow, so nobody's feeling topped out. If you compare apples to apples, they do that very quickly. And I'm not just saying their department, I'm saying the people who utilize that county matrix. And you can look at the, where they're starting at grade on that first page, the second page, and then the third page, and you'll see it's several dollars an hour difference.
Okay.
So if you take an employee that's equivalent, and you can talk to Richard about how his fits into that, and one of mine, and if they've been here the same amount of time, you could actually do the comparison. And I haven't looked through lists of his employees, but I would encourage you as a board to maybe do that. Maybe after you get out of the budget stuff.
This was budgeted already. All that was budgeted.
Correct. Yeah, we look because we have the supervisors turning in those sheets because we keep everything on log sheets.
When we brought the budgets to
yes.
That was all budgeted.
Yes. In. Yep. It was budgeted in May, and then it was also budgeted in on these cut sheets when I came before.
Okay.
On the 100 hours, that it could take a couple of years to get 100 hours in several different pieces of machinery. Right. So.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now, nobody in my shop has reached that goal.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah, and so the movement,
it
while it looks like there's a big avenue to move, the movement is relatively slow, which is why the Rhodes Scholar Roadmaster was incorporated, because it does benefit the county. Lori and I had talked a little bit. It doesn't pay for their wages, so it's not like we get so much and it can go to offset the wages. It goes towards specific LTAC grants for either materials or contracted out projects, depending on how we applied. But we have been recipients of a total of $200,000 since we implemented this program and started accruing the points.
So part of what you're saying is we already have employees who, working under this system, have earned that next bump, and we just don't pay it until the dues.
Correct.
They have to wait until the
It's very common. Sometimes they'll wait 10 months. We're very specific with them. If you don't get this completed by this date, you are waiting until the next fiscal year. Even if it's 11 and a half months, we have specific criteria that we adhere to strictly.
Gotcha.
So we never get sideways in our wages budget.
70%. Now, how many people have the Roadmaster, you think?
Roadmaster is newer. We have 1, 2, it will be 3 now.
3.
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Counting these 2 that will be bumping.
And that'll be 5.
No.
Oh.
The 3 will be including.
Okay. But the Rhodes Scholar is the one that about 70% has.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate you doing that for me.
So did you put, so that was in their budget that they showed us, is the budget changed? I mean, are we?
Well, I put in the numbers that she did.
Mm-hmm.
We have not done a sheet, one of those blue sheets yet, but
and so my numbers on the blue sheet,
we've got 9 people in her department that are going up grade bumps or Or
Not
road skull?
necessarily, because there is one that is no longer here.
Okay.
And
so
there is one
8.
that will be leaving. We've had a little movement in our
So-
department in the last couple of months.
I mean, I appreciate that the people have been waiting because that's what they were told.
Mhm.
But we really need to visit this because unless you're going to give everybody all of their bumps, and that's a lot.
I mean, are we
The grade bumps.
holding bumps for any other department? Because that would be very difficult for me to come back and tell my staff that we're holding grade bumps for Public Works and we're not holding grade bumps for anyone else.
Okay. And also our with the wage study coming out,
Right.
that's when
And like I said, I am more than happy to revisit that when we get the results of that.
Yeah,
I
the
knew
wage
that
study.
would be something that we would have to be doing
Okay.
when that came back.
Okay.
I can tell you that I just lost a guy in my shop last week.
Yeah. I know you
My
guys-
best operator,
Yeah.
25 plus years.
Yeah.
He was up for his roadmasters,
Mhm.
but because of the uncertainty that's going on in this county,
Yeah, I know.
he said he can't go backwards like a lot of people, and he turned his resignation in and left.
Okay. Yeah, I know we're going through some hard times. We got to figure it out. Okay.
I think if you do it for one department, you're going to have to do it for every department. She's got 8, 7 now. There's one, well, she's actually changed jobs. She became certified, so that's in the assessors. And then,
So are we talking about the assessor's office or the?
well, I mean, there's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 others that are asking for bumps, and that one is bumping up because they took on another job in their department.
Mm-hmm.
District courts went from being part-time temp to being the full-on jury commissioner at the lowest rate.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll have to talk to Jerry about his 2 on appraisal, and then her 7, and then 13 bumps across the street with the Justice Fund.
Now, what are you calling a bump over there, Lori? Like a
Bump.
longevity?
No, those are not longevities.
Oh,
That's our pay matrix. That's the pay matrix that were put in.
right. I just want to make sure I was understanding.
No, longevities are the given, and we we accommodate those.
Okay.
I
I think until we get our wage study and we get a countywide pay matrix, the pay matrices that are there, we'd have to discuss. I don't know how.
I don't know how we've changed things with, well, we're halfway to the pay matrix study being done.
I understand the concern.
But I understand Lori's trying to do too. So.
Right, because
too.
if we started out in this fiscal year, then we've committed to it for a full year, and we don't have the money to commit. So I am happy to put it all in.
But they budgeted. Now we're using their same figures, right? You're using their same figures. That's what I'm trying to understand. Did you use
The
their same
budget or the department figures, but not the
And you didn't use the same figures
No.
into the
office budgeters. No,
on the what?
the budget officers line, there aren't any of those bumps. There's the longevity, but I did not do the 3%, and I did not do the bump.
I don't have that updated.
Well,
I don't
this
either.
Yeah.
is the thing. I
I-
didn't do it. I don't believe I did it on hers because I didn't know who was coming and who was going, so we couldn't really do a
Okay.
salary piece.
Okay.
Everything else is ready to go, but
Yeah.
I'm here till 9 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't,
but on the other hand, when we're figuring out the L2, is this part of that's been figured into the L2?
well, the L2 is closer to my numbers than their numbers because we absolutely couldn't fit on the L2 with everybody's department asks or requests.
I'm with Jessica on, I think, again, I know we're in bad times, but these guys did this in lieu of the county getting something back out of it. The county gets these points for grants. And I don't know a bigger kick in the teeth than taking that away from them.
I understand.
And I hate to sound like the sheriff's department people jumping ship, but I wouldn't stick around for it myself.
We are in such an awful time. It's just I appreciate exactly what you're saying, but I'm going to counteract that with your department's got 8 people that are going to get bumps and nobody in any other department's going to get to.
I get
So
that, but our department,
that's going to be a real kick in
our
the teeth for
department
them.
did it for a reason to help the county get points for grants.
No,
Everybody could have said, no, we're not doing it, and we wouldn't be getting those grants. And like she said, that's $200,000 that we have received in grants. I know we're in a budget crunch.
Right.
I'm just letting you know that I know my guys, and I'm one of them.
I know.
And
I appreciate what you're saying.
you'll lose it. You'll lose it. There's not many more that know how to run this equipment.
I know. You guys are a dying breed. I get it. I'm just talking numbers here.
I know you have a job to do like we all do. It's a slippery slope.
I understand. Okay.
I think it'd be good for more.
We can't make any decisions on this today. So, okay.
So we're gonna do the $375,000 in a reserve line for her.
Okay.
Okay, that's what
And I think that's a great idea, Lori.
just to give you a little buffer.
Yeah.
Just know, don't spend it. You don't really have it to spend.
Yeah, and if something comes up, the process would be I would come to the board and the board would decide.
Well, if you need tires or the extra oil change, if you need it, you need it. Bottom line.
We're doing 2. I got 2 today that we're doing. And it's just crazy the price of them. $168 for 2 pickups.
Yeah.
All right. Any other comments? Public comments?
Yeah, if there's no money, there's no money. That's it.
Any comments? Okay. All right. Nothing further. Meeting adjourned. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.